Marc Lotter calling in, and I know he's probably like, "You're not pronouncing my R," but I guess that's just me. But he is the director of the strategic communications for the Trump 2020 campaign. And I am super, super excited. I've got a couple of questions. I only have him for like 10 minutes. And hopefully he just gives us the scoopity doop 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 on everything going on. Okay, so we got Marc. Marc's on. Marc? Hello?
Hello.
Hey, hi. Michelle Hurst is here. You are on Get Hirstified on WGSO 990 AM. And, I'm saying your name, Marc Lotter. And I was saying that because of my accent, I'm not pronouncing your R.
Well, you make it sound better.
Oh, is that right? Oh, well, thank you. But how do you say it properly?
Lotter.
Lotter, okay.
It's like Lotter. I'm like one short of the lottery, which is just like in real life.
Yeah, there you go. Look, it seems like you did win the lottery. You on the Trump campaign. You're on a winning team.
He wakes up every day and says, "What can we do to win today?"
I love it.
And the record shows that he's doing it.
Yes, exactly. And I'm super excited about it. I mean, he definitely has my vote, and I'm pretty sure all my listeners are voting for him too. So I'm down with that. So I want to ask you, though, how are you feeling about this 2020 campaign?
We're excited. We are within 1 year now, 1 year from yesterday, and it's more than a campaign. It's a movement. And there are so many people out there who I believe felt lied to by candidates from both political parties for years,
right,
saying they were going to renegotiate NAFTA because it wasn't fair to American workers, or they were going to get tough with China, or even doing something like moving the embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. Presidents love to talk about it for decades, but they didn't actually get around to doing it because it was difficult. And this is a president who says conventional wisdom, be darned. If I said I'm going to do something, we're going to do it. So we've got NAFTA renegotiated. If we can get the Democrats off their hind ends in Congress and actually do it, we can put more American workers on the job. He's doing that with China. He did that with the embassy, and time again, it's a president who says, I'm going to put American interests and Americans first, and we're seeing the benefits from it.
Yeah, oh, totally. Like could you imagine like what he could actually get done if they just let him do his job?
It's remarkable, and I think that's one of the reasons why. And you saw that, if you saw the commercial that we aired during Game 7 of the World Series last week, you saw at the very end it said, "Well, he's no Mr. Nice Guy," but sometimes that's what it takes to get things done. And I think that's why he was elected, because people were tired of listening to the politicians who always said the right thing, probably did it with a smile and said it with a lot of flourish, but when it came to actually getting things done, nothing was getting done. And so they sent this man with no political background. He was just a successful businessman to get a hold of Washington to stop the bureaucrats and let the elected leaders make the calls. And it's a long-term process, but it's going well so far.
It has. Now, let me ask you too. Do you find that these rhinos, like Mitt Romney, and that are they becoming a problem?
I don't think they're becoming a problem. I think they've actually turned it into a cottage industry where you can be someone who used to be a Republican and get paid really well to go on MSNBC and CNN, but there's a silent majority out there. There are people out there who want American interests taken care of first. They're more concerned about Americans and their neighbors and the people who go to church and they work with than they are about people who are coming into this country illegally, getting free stuff.
Yeah, oh, totally. I can't understand that we're giving these people that are completely illegal aliens over our own veterans and over our own people.
No, you're absolutely right. And just to show you how far the Democrats have gone, how radical they have become. If you remember back in 2010, a Republican member of Congress yelled out during Obama's State of the Union, "You lie."
Yeah.
What you forget is that at that time, President Obama was saying that Obamacare wasn't going to provide free health care to illegal immigrants.
Wow.
He was saying it wasn't going to. And now flash forward to 2019, and every candidate on the stage raises their hand saying they're going to give free health care, taxpayer-funded health care, to people who are in our country illegally. They're going to tax us to do it. And in the process, take away our health care. Take away your Blue Cross Blue Shield and your United Health Care and your Aetna cards and replace it with some bureaucrat government card. And I got to be honest with you, I don't like going to the DMV, let alone do I want to go stand in line and have some bureaucratic pinhead tell me when I can have health insurance and how it's going to be delivered and then wait months to get it done.
Right. No, I am completely with you. So speaking of on the Democratic debate, who do you think, or has Trump even mentioned who he thinks maybe their candidate is going to be? Y'all think it's Biden?
Well, no. I mean, our pollster even predicted last summer that Joe Biden would not be leading the field come October, and just right on cue, Elizabeth Warren took the lead. She's obviously in the lead right now. There's probably 3 or 4 candidates up there that are amongst that lead pack. But the one thing I can tell you, it really doesn't matter which one of them comes through, because they have all endorsed such crazy policies. I mean, think about this and how it would impact Louisiana. They all want to eliminate fossil fuels and change our energy industry. How much of our energy flows right down the Mississippi River through your ports, either coming in from the Gulf or going out? It would fundamentally wreck Louisiana. It would wreck parts of Texas and so many other parts of our country. And then going back to healthcare, I mean, Liz Warren is saying, well, I mean, I know there's 2 million people who work in the healthcare industry, and well, I mean, in the insurance industry, they can go get jobs selling car insurance or life insurance. They don't have to have jobs in health insurance because that's going to be reserved for the bureaucrats.
Wow.
I mean, they're absolutely just saying, I'm going to take away your jobs and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's
I know. Don't you love that?
Way.
Right. No, exactly. Now, do you have any inside scoop on this whole secret top conspiracizing impeachment thing that's going on?
Well, I can tell you it's just a giant sham. I mean, much as the president. I mean, let's cut through all of the secret leaks and the secret hearings that Adam Schiff is having, where no one can participate except him. They're accusing Donald Trump of covering up the transcript of a call that he declassified and released.
Right.
They're talking about impeaching President Trump for withholding aid that he distributed.
That's crazy.
And if you listen to them on national media, they're all just up in arms about other people's opinion of a phone call as opposed to just looking at the transcript for yourself.
Yeah, and that's what I don't understand either. Like, the transcript has been released. Like, what more do they have than the transcript itself? Like, are they now claiming that they are reading Trump's mind, that he was on the phone thinking of something that, he didn't say out loud? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I think the thing that your listeners need to this is so easy when you cut through it. Nancy Pelosi announced the impeachment and the fact that President Trump was guilty the day before the transcript of the phone call came out, and 2 days before the whistleblower gossip column report was released to the public. They know they can't beat him at the ballot box. They've even admitted it, saying if we don't impeach him, he will be reelected.
Wow.
So they decided this was their time. This was where they were going to go all in, shove all their chips into the middle, and not even wait for the facts.
Yeah.
Now they're just trying to invent something to defend what they have done, and I think the American people just see right through it.
Yeah, I mean, I have people that are not even into politics like I am. They're like, oh, I don't really talk about it. They've literally said, I'm so sick of hearing about impeachment from the Democrats. Like, get over it.
Let's remember here, the Washington Post published an article 19 minutes after President Trump took the oath of office talking about the beginning of the impeachment. 19 minutes. He was probably, I'm going to go off memory, still delivering his inaugural address.
Wow.
And the Washington Post had already decided it's time to start talking about impeachment. They are deranged. They are filled with Trump derangement syndrome.
Big time.
And again, when you compare it, jobs are up, paychecks are up, taxes are down, regulations are down. We've got more jobs right now than people who are looking for jobs.
Yeah.
Which means companies are going to have to pay you more to keep you or to attract you. And that means the American worker is the winner, and they can't get over it.
Well, thank you so much. I'm down to like 15 seconds. And Marc, thank you again. Hopefully I can maybe get you on again sometime soon. Appreciate it. You're listening to Michelle Hirst's Get Hirstified, WGSO 990 AM.